The Monash Institute of Medical Research was established in 1991 with inspirational director Professor David de Kretz's work on male infertility. We quickly became the world's foremost authority on reproduction and development.
The problem is to understand how men get prostate cancer. To do that, we have to have normal, healthy prostate tissues. Now, it takes more than 16 years for young men to develop prostate in their bodies, and we can't access that material from these young, healthy men. So what we have done using stem cell research is to form human prostate tissues in 12 weeks. Now, this is a real breakthrough because for the first time we have normal human tissues that we can study in a way that has never been done before.
Reproductive biology, including studies into prostate cancer and infertility, is still a major part of what we do at MIMR. But these days, there's so much more.
Cancer, infertility, kidney disease, maternal fetal health, preterm birth, SIDS, Parkinson's disease, arthritis.
Mark is in his mid-30s and he's married with 2 children. About 8 years ago, he was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. During that time, he's had a lot of treatments, and many of those, especially the steroids, have had severe side effects. And despite these treatments, he's had to have both of his knees surgically replaced. As a result of this, Mark's no longer able to work. The sad thing is, if he'd had access to the sort of treatments we're developing now, some of this might have been avoided.
Endometriosis is where the lining of the uterus, which is usually shed through menstruation, flows back up through the fallopian tubes and settles within the peritoneal cavity. And once there, the body has no way of getting rid of it. And that's where the problems kick in. 10% of women suffer from endometriosis, and in some cases the pain can be debilitating. Diagnosis is extremely difficult, and the only known cure is a hysterectomy, which not only removes the possibility of having children, but can also mean the possibility of ongoing hormonal treatments.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Right now, leading international scientists and gynecologists are working together to better understand the disease, and we're a big part of that study.
Scientific research is essential for medical development. At MIMR, we are taking new discoveries from the laboratory bench to the patient's bedside. Translating these breakthroughs into therapeutic, clinical and commercial realities requires an integrated approach.
So we took normal human embryonic stem cells and surrounded them with rat mesenchyme at a time in which these tissues are producing prostate-making signals. So we end up with normal human prostate tissue. And now we can understand how and why it becomes cancer. This is an important step because it will lead to the development of new treatments and hopefully even preventatives.
MIMR is part of the Monash Health Research Precinct, a partnership with Southern Health and the Prince Henry's Institute. We also have close links with research groups in Melbourne and around the world. It's all about collaboration.
70% of arthritis patients are treated with steroids, and the side effects can be dramatic. We're working on ways to improve the efficiency of steroids so we're less dependent on them. We've identified a molecule called MIF, which is a key driver of inflammation in arthritis. We know that MIF overlaps with the actions of steroids, and therefore by blocking MIF, it may be possible to reduce the doses of steroids by as much as 2/3. In Mark's case, it's too late. He'll never get his knees back. But with the developments we're working on now, it may be possible to avoid cases as severe as that in the future, and that's a good thing.
The aim is to locate a specific gene associated with endometriosis, and once that gene's found, it's our job to work out its biological properties. If we can identify the cause of the problem, we'll have a much better understanding of the disease, and hopefully, a way of preventing it.
Over the last 5 years, we've grown from 5 research centres into 8, and we're now the second-ranked research institute in Victoria. Our success is largely due to having so many scientists working together on many different aspects of medical research, all under one roof.
I didn't work on stem cells, but in this environment, in this building, with all the experts in the field, I saw the possibilities and the way in which I could achieve new research goals.
The new treatments we're working on for arthritis are being developed right next door to our research lab. That sort of synergy couldn't happen without MIMR.
I was diagnosed with endometriosis when I was 16. Now I've made it my career. Most of my colleagues don't have first-hand experience with the diseases they study, but they're just as passionate. I think the people here really care about what they do.
This is the site of the new Monash Health Research Precinct building. When this is completed in 2009, we will have the capacity to take our research from discovery into the clinic. Within the next decade, MIMR will become one of the most productive research centres in the world. And we can't wait.